morning, Joe Barnes here, and welcome to Iframe Week. Do you know, aren't webcams just the most unflattering things ever? But not to worry, because we're not here for a fashion show, are we? No, we are here to show you how to get a page live on the web and then how to integrate that page into an iframe and on to Facebook, so it's live on your Facebook page. That's so exciting. Now, firstly, before I begin, if you have absolutely zero interest in building your own web page, getting it live on the web and then integrating it with Facebook, and would like to know a very easy way to do it, then of course do head over to my Social Network and Academy site, which has all of the free iframe templates on them and everything you need within that site to show you how to build your fan page and how to create and use the templates and get your welcome page or whatever you want on your fan page live without needing to know how to put a page up on the web, okay? So in order to get these, you just need to have signed up, and then these will be sent directly to you, okay? However, if you are somebody who's thinking, no, I want to know everything, I want the whole kit and caboodle, I want to know exactly how to get a page live on the web, and I want to be able to get my iframe and my website on my Facebook page, then this course this week is for you. So let me very quickly tell you what's happening this week. Today, Monday, okay, or this is when this is being released. It's being released on Monday. We are going through 3 videos showing you step by step how to get your page live on the web. We're looking at the domain, hosting, FTP, web editor, and getting the page live on the web. Now, if you are somebody who's already done that, you've already got your web page up there, you're fine with that, thank you very much, then today's session probably isn't for you, okay? But if you're somebody who either hasn't got a page on the web yet, is a complete beginner, or has been dabbling and just wants to look over my shoulder, then I think you'll find today's session very useful. Tomorrow, very exciting, tomorrow we are also looking at how to get a page live on the web, but we're looking at using WordPress. Now, I've also got a very special surprise tomorrow. So even if you are a WordPress user, do please tune in to tomorrow's videos because, as I said, I do have a very special surprise for everybody and I'm very excited. Then Wednesday is iDay. Wednesday is iDay. And on Wednesday, we will be actually integrating your web page into an iframe and putting it on Facebook. So I'm going to be showing you step by step how to do that on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we are doing a live Q&A webinar. On Thursday evening, we're doing a live Q&A webinar where any questions you've had across the week, anything that's bugging you, anything that you can't figure out, what's on your mind, whatever, get on the Q&A webinar on Thursday and we will be there to answer all your questions. So, a jam-packed week. So I hope you're ready to learn. I hope you're ready to have some fun. I hope you're ready to come out your comfort zone and learn some new skills, because that's what this week is all about. So without further ado, let's crack straight on to showing you how to get a page live on the web. All right, so if you are still with me, guys, I am presuming that you either don't know how to get a page live on the web yet, or you have been dabbling, as I said, and you'd like a bit of a refresher and to just kind of look over my shoulder and see what I do, all right? And that's absolutely fine. And I would just like to say at this stage, though, that I am going to be going through this fairly quickly. In order to go through this really slowly, step by step, I would need a lot more time and a whole load more videos. So in order to get this done sort of fairly quickly in the next 3 videos, I am going to be going through it, as I said, quite quickly. Now, if you would like to do it a bit more methodically, then what I have done is underneath these videos at the bottom, I've placed a link to my very good friend Chris Farrell's Create Your First Website by 345. Now, that is the ebook that I use to learn how to get my page live on the web. So you can look over my shoulder, see what I'm doing in the next 3 videos, go back and have a look at Chris's book. That's got some videos in it as well, and you can really get your head around how to get your page live on the web, okay? And it took me about a day, really a day of playing around and doing it. So, you know, it's not rocket science. It can get a little bit complex, but it isn't rocket science unless, of course, you're a rocket scientist. Now, the only thing that Chris doesn't cover in the ebook is FTP. I am going to be running through that with you today, so you are going to see what that actually is and how that works. All right. So, as I said, just to reiterate, we're going to go through this step by step over the next 3 videos. But if you would like to have a much sort of deeper look at this, then do go through Chris's book. It is an absolutely fantastic resource. So, okay, so what I want to do is I just want to tell you the basics of what you need in order to get a page live on the web. All right. First of all, you need a domain name. And a domain name is when you see people saying www dot whatever it is. So for instance, mine is www.thesocialnetworkingacademy.com. Yeah, that is a domain name. It's also known as a URL. It's a URL to a page. But my root domain name is www.thesocialnetworkingacademy.com. Now you may have looked at the Iframe page, for instance, and have seen www.thesocialnetworkingacademy.com/free-videos. Yeah, so that is the URL to the page, but the root domain is that original socialnetworkingacademy.com. Step 2 is you need a hosting company. Now, a hosting company is basically your storage facility on the web. These are the guys that basically store all your files and put them live on the web. Okay, that's your hosting company. So you have all your local files on your computer and you want to get them live on the web. Your hosting company are the people that put them live on the web. All right. Your FTP, you may have heard this, that actually stands for File Transfer Protocol. Don't worry about the protocol bit, just concentrate on the file transfer. This basically is the middleman between your local computer and the hosting company. Yeah? All this guy does is he takes what's on your local computer and he transfers it into the files that are within your hosting company so that it then goes live on the web. Yeah, so I liken your hosting company to one big storage facility. Your file transfer guy is like the removal man. Yeah, he takes your stuff from your home and he goes and he puts it in the storage facility. Okay. And then step 4, and don't worry about this if you're thinking, hold on, Joe, I'm frantically writing down. I'm about to show you all of this. Okay. Step 4 is you need a web editor. What that basically allows you to do is to go and create a page in English. Yeah, so almost as if you were writing a Word document or writing a letter. It allows you to go and create that page in English. And what the web editor does is it translates your English into the foreign coding language of the computer. And therefore that code is what is read by the web and allows your web page to be seen to everybody else in English. Yeah. And that's what a web editor does. And you've probably heard the terms CSS and HTML and PHP. Those are all the different languages of the web. And when you put your English text into your web editor, it translates that into those different languages. And then that is allowed to, then the web can read it and can also translate it to other people so they see it in your language. All right, I hope you guys are with me so far. As I said, if I go too fast, just go to the bottom of this video and have a look at the link and download Chris's book and go through it step by step a lot slower than I'm doing on this video. All right? Okay, so I want to show you what each of these things are. So I'm going to go across to my browser and we're going to start over here with our domain name, okay? So, oh God, gone a bit too far there because I wanted to show you something else. Right. So, what you need in order to get a domain name is you need to go to a company who offers domain names, yeah? A registrar, they're called. They're called a domain name registrar. And so here we have 123-reg.co.uk. That is mine. I've used it for years, but a lot of people use GoDaddy.com. There's other ones I think called namescheap.com, and there's all sorts of different domain name registrars. Okay, now they're all going to follow, pretty much the same same structure. They're going to have sort of different nuances within, but they'll all have the same, sort of back ends, if you like, because obviously domain names all pretty much run the same. So it doesn't really matter who you go with. I'm going to show you through 123reg.co.uk because that's who I've always used, and I haven't found anybody actually that are that much cheaper or better than them. They've been very reliable over the years. So what you first need to do, obviously, is decide what your domain name is going to be for your website. Yeah, so as I said, mine was the socialnetworkingacademy.com. And you, I mean, I've got hundreds. You can buy as many domain names as you like. It's entirely up to you. And then you'd go into here and you'd search for the domain name that you're looking for. Okay, so I've looked for decidedomain.com. Yeah, and so far it looks like it's available in all these different ways. Yeah. Now I don't want all of these different things here. All I want is decidedomain.com. So I would go and I'd get rid of all of these things here. Yeah, don't want all of those. And like I said, this is just in 123reg.com. The layout in GoDaddy or something might be entirely different. If we go into GoDaddy, let's have a look. Decidedomain.com. Go. Let's see what this brings us up as well. Okay, and that's going to, yeah, look, it brings us up just one tick. Decidedomain.com, it naturally assumes that we want. Okay, so that's £7.40 a year. Let's just compare this actually. And that is, if I go to 1 year, oh, it is more expensive on here. Look, it's £9.99 a year on 123reg.com. So GoDaddy has come up trumps there. But anyway, that's what you would do. Now you're probably going to need to have to set up an account as you go through. So you would continue to registration. You'd add that and continue to registration, and you'd probably need to set up an account along the way. Yeah, but eventually you would end up purchasing that domain name. Yep. So you'd go and you'd pay your £7.40. And they try and give you lots and lots of upsells all the way through as you're going through, but just keep going and just buy that domain name. Okay. And then you're going to end up having purchased that domain name. And that domain name is now yours. So www.decidedomain.com, that is yours. Boom, that's your domain name. And you'll get an email telling you that that's your domain. All right? Okay. Now, what we need next is our hosting company. Okay. Now, I recommend HostGator.com. I've been using HostGator.com now for the last year since I've been doing this, and I've had absolutely no problems with them whatsoever. They're very reliable and a great company. Okay. So I've put a link below this video for you to go and have a look at HostGator.com. But of course, you can use any hosting company that you want to use. All right. Now, I've got the business plan. They got 20% off at the moment. Actually, cost me $14.95 at the moment. But look, they've got these starting at $10.36. You may well only need the baby plan. To be honest with you, you get all this unlimited stuff here. I don't really know what everything is. I'm not an absolute technical guru, I'll be honest with you. But what you need to do is just simply go, order your plan, decide which hosting you want to use. There are other hosting companies out there, guys, that are free that you can use. It's entirely up to you. And certainly in the next video, when I go through one of the slightly easier way to upload your page to the web, I am using a free hosting tool to show you how to do that. So before you go and do this, you might want to wait until I've shown you how to do that. But I use HostGator. I've got an awful lot of domains and an awful lot of websites, and these guys have been absolutely fantastic. Now, all I'm going to tell you, because I'm not going to go through the whole download and order process with you, because obviously it's going to be fairly self-explanatory as you go into each hosting company. But what I will tell you is once you've ordered and you have set up your account, yeah, that HostGator are going to send you an email, okay, to confirm that you set up your account. And within that email, you are going to have something called name servers, okay, name servers. And these are very important. You want to hold on to that email because you need those name servers, okay? And I'm just going to spend 2 minutes now telling you why. You need those, should have turned my email off, hold on. You need those name servers because at the moment you've bought yourself a domain name, okay, which is sitting over here in your domain registrar, and you've now got a hosting account. But at the moment there's no relationship whatsoever between your domain name and your hosting account, yeah? So you need to make sure that your domain name points to your hosting account so that when people type in the URL, it goes to your files within your hosting account. Yeah? So it's really important. I'm going to stop saying yeah. I'm sorry. It's a real bad habit of mine. So it's really important that obviously your domain name points to your hosting files. Otherwise, people will type in your domain name and they won't go anywhere. They'll just go to a domain registrar notice saying that this, hasn't been pointed anywhere yet. So what you're going to get is you're going to get an email with those name servers. Now let me show you what that looks like within your domain. I'm going to go to my control panel, and as I said, you know, every domain registrar is going to be different, but they'll all have the same functionalities. That was the word I was looking for earlier, functionalities. So if I just go down to one of my domains, so if I go to this one, a journey to make money online.com, I don't think I've ever really done anything with that, and click on manage. Once again, GoDaddy might have something slightly different. It might not be manage, it might be go to control panel, I'm not sure what. But whatever domain registrar you use, you are looking for change name servers. Okay, change name servers, and it will be in every single domain registrar because everything requires us to do that. And you would go into your name servers. Now, I'm not going to go into this in great detail, but in 123reg.co.uk, you actually have to go and unlock your domain first. But again, they show you how to do that. It's very easy. I don't know if you need to do that in GoDaddy because I've never used it. But look, here are the name servers here, and they all start with NS. Within your email from HostGator, you're going to have two name servers that start with NS, NS for name servers. And all you need to do is take the name servers out of here and replace them with the two name servers that you were emailed from HostGator or from your hosting company. And as soon as you do that and change your name servers, save all that, that then automatically means that this domain name now points to your hosting company. Okay? So that's something you need to do, unless the only caveat to that is if you chose your domain registrar to also be your hosting company. If you decided that you wanted your registrar to also be your host, then you won't need to do that because it will automatically be within their functionality. But if you have a separate hosting program, you will need to go and change these name servers to make sure that they're pointing to your hosting company. Okay? Now, the next thing you're going to need to do, and this is where it probably starts to get slightly more complicated, and your hosting company will give you full instructions, but when you have started your account, you will then obviously just need to go into your hosting company and just make sure that you have registered that domain name, set it all up within your hosting company, and each hosting company will be slightly different, but they will take you step by step through how to do that, okay? So that root domain is then set as your main domain within the hosting company. Now, at a later stage, we can talk about adding different domains because you can have unlimited domains, and within HostGator, they have a fairly easy to use cPanel. It's called cPanel, which for control panel, of course, and that allows you to go in and just add unlimited add-on domains or subdomains to your main domain. Okay, but what you need to set up initially within your hosting company is that main root domain. That is going to be your main public domain that everything else is going to kind of go within. All right. Whew, I hope you guys are with me so far. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're up to 16 minutes so far. What I think I might do is just stop this video there, give you time to have a breather, okay? And then when we come back onto the next video, what we're going to have a look at now is the file transfer for you to be able to take your files off your local computer to your hosting company, and we're going to look at the web editor. Okay, guys? So I'll see you on the next video.